Hi everyone, my name's Anna Marta, I'm part of Surrey, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do some marbling. So I have these beautiful examples over here, and you can easily do this with a bunch of materials that I'm going to tell you. So, for today's activity, what we need is a paper plate or a cereal box, some shaving foam, some food coloring, a spoon, an ice cream stick, a pair of scissors, and a tray. I am using a baking tray because those are the only trays I have in the house. So, first things first, we want to get the surface that we are going to marble. So I'm going to be using a paper plate, and what you want to do is you want to cut the plate trim out. So we're going to follow the circle in the center, and we're going to cut the rim out. If you find it hard to cut, feel free to ask someone for help. And in fact, the more people you have for this activity, the better, because I think that this activity is super exciting. It's just a lot of fun. There we go. So now that I've cut my plate, I have this thingy left over that you can put around your neck if you want to be Victorian. You could put it on your head if you want to look like a princess. But this is for another day, so I'm going to put it to the side. So one of the surfaces we have is a circle that we've used the paper plate for. We can also use just a thicker sort of card, any materials that you have. If you don't have paper plates, I recommend using a bit of cereal box card. So I have that ready over here. I've cut it into a square. So I have my circle, I have my square, and I'm done with my scissors. There you go. So now we want to get our tray, and we want to get our shaving foam. So if you don't like to get messy, it's okay if you watch someone else do it, and it's still a lot of fun to just see what happens. If you really like to get a little bit messy and a little bit sensory, this is a perfect activity. So we're gonna put the shaving foam in the tray. So the shaving foam that I have is blue, like that, but that doesn't really matter. So now I'm just gonna, because it's gonna get white as soon as I start mixing it. I'm just gonna mix it a little bit, and as you can see, it's starting to change texture, and it's becoming more foamy, and it's becoming white again. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so now that it has changed a little bit, I'm gonna get, oops, I'm gonna put it here. Am I gonna put it there? Yes, I am. There we go. I'm gonna get my food coloring. So at the shops, they didn't have a big food coloring selection. They only had red, so that's what I went with. But if you have a big selection, if you could get green, if you could get blue, you could do some really crazy color mixes and swirly effects out of this. But all I have is red. So that's what we're gonna have to work with. But you feel free to go crazy with the colors. So we don't want to add too much, we just want to add a little bit. So I'm gonna try to put it up there, a little bit over there, and a tiny bit here. And food coloring is kind of hard to manage. A lot of it just pours out. But there we go. So now that we've put our food coloring in, I'm just gonna start to mix it a little bit with the foam. You don't have to mix it all together. Just want to get some sort of nice patterns going on. I'm quite happy with that. Try to get it out. There we go. There we go. So now I've kind of mixed it up together. I'm gonna put my spoon down, and I'm gonna get one of my pieces of paper. So I'll start with the circle. So what we want to do is we want to press it down into the foam. There we go, see? Nice and down. And then we're going to peel it gently. And if you don't like to have messy hands, ask someone to peel it for you. And you can have a look at what we've done. So as you can see, this is still full of foam, but we're going to let it dry. So while it dries, the paper is going to absorb the food coloring and a bit of the foam. So it's going to get that nice marble effect. But part of the foam will still be out up on the paper. But we just wanted to let it dry, make sure that the paint gets into the paper. And then once it's dry, we'll scrape it off. But that's another bit. So we've done that. We've got one. We're going to put it down to dry. There you go. And this is what I'm left with. And I really encourage you at this point, if you want, to have a smell, because shaving foam smells a bit funny. Have a look at what the colors have been doing. You know, you can see some bits are darker than the others. If you want, I really encourage you to get your hands in and really have a play for it. If you don't like to get your hands dirty, use the stick or a spoon. Use whatever you want. You know, you can add more things. You can add some glitter if you'd like. Just have a real play with it. I'm going to do another print, this time on the square. And I'm going to mix my foam up again to see if I can get a different pattern. Here we go. This is what I'm going to go with. There you go. I've mixed it up again quite loosely. Gonna get my piece of card. I'm gonna press it down. Press. All of it is coming out. As you can see, I've pressed it down. There we go. And now I'm gonna get a corner, pull it out, see what I got. Have a look at that. That looks quite cool. This one actually, you can see the play with the color, where some parts are darker, some parts are lighter, some parts are just white from the shaving foam. Very, very neat. And I'm gonna let it dry. Where is the question? There we go. So now that we've done all our prints, I'd encourage it to let them dry as much as we can. And while they dry, feel free to play with all of this. This is great stuff to play with. Whoa! I love it. But I'm not here to show you how to play with this today. I'll let you explore that at home. What I do have is I came prepared. I did an earlier one that I've been letting dry for quite a while. As you can see, we still have quite a lot of the foam. It's all very red. And that's what I'm going to use my stick for. So let's see how it comes out. So what we want to do is, you can do it onto the foam pit. If you can do it by yourself, feel free to ask an adult for help, because it is a little bit tricky. Got the stick, we got the thing. I'm going to put it together and we're just going to scrape it off. Nice and quick. There you go, and now we're going to scrape that bit off as well. This is looking good. There we go, I'm going to scrape that one off quickly. Scrape it off. Scrape. Scrape. Amazing. There we go. This looks great. Have a look. I've scraped all of the foam off. And I'm left with this really neat pattern. Okay, so that's one. I'm a little bit impatient today, so I really want to see how the other guys came out. So I'm gonna hope that this guy is doing all right. Let's see. I'm gonna clean my stick again. I've got my plate, I've got my stick, and poof, and scrape, scrape. This is looking good, guys. There we go. Look at that. So cool. Nice marble effect for you. There we go. If you still have some bits of foam, feel free to just dab them with a tissue paper. As you can see, some of it get a little bit dry, but I'm not too fussed about it. I think it looks pretty neat. Anyway, I'm going to put that one over there, and I want to see how my square came out. Get the square. Okay. Right. I've got my stick. I've got my square. Scrape. Worked like a treat, guys. This looks amazing. That. There we go. There we go. Awesome. This looks great. Yes. Check that out. I've got a marbled tile. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this. This is literally one of my favorite activities because you get to do some cool art. If you have many squares, you could get yourself to make, you know, a nice little piece of tile art, marble tile art. Throw in some circles in there, put them all together, make a big composition. And then once you've done your prints, you can come stick your hands in the foam and have a sensory ball. So I hope you've really enjoyed this as much as I have. And yeah, I'm going to leave these up for you guys to see. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Hope you have loads of fun marbling. Bye!